Okay, welcome again to Tech Unplugged at NetApp Inside. I'm with John Rollason. Hi, John.
Hi, Enrico.
So your role is marketing at SolidFire, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Marketing as part of NetApp, the SolidFire business unit, all things next generation data center.
Okay, so you just mentioned next generation data center. You are mentioning it a lot. What is next generation data center then?
So it's a term that we've been using, at SolidFire. When I was at SolidFire, now we brought it into NetApp, and I think it's one of those terms that people find in some ways maybe a little vague. But I think if you really apply, the characteristics of the next generation data center, it starts to become a bit more familiar. So something that is highly automated, typically an API-driven data center, something that's very predictable. In terms of both performance and in terms of capabilities of the data center, and something that I think everybody is looking for is just much more agility inside the IT infrastructure. So whether you think about it from a more technical point of view and dig down into those themes, or you think about it from an organizational point of view, where people are looking at cloud services, they're looking at DevOps, they're looking at maybe using some of the analyst terms, the mode 2s and the third platforms to describe where they're taking their data center. It's really all of that we include in next generation data center.
So it's interesting because you are an all-flash company, There's an
absolutely.
all-flash business unit now, but actually, so you started as an all-flash, and now you are just talking about the data center in general, and you are talking about automation, APIs. Yeah, you are strong also in that, but actually, it's a kind of a shift in the way of thinking, So it's more holistic approach to the data center.
Really good point. I mean, a lot of people think of SolidFire predominantly as an all-flash array and one of NetApp's several all-flash array platform family, which is very true. But it's sort of the least important thing really about SolidFire. I mean, SolidFire is really an architecture, next generation architecture that allows NetApp and our partners, our community, our ecosystem, to really attack that next generation data center opportunity. So if you think, everything is really going flash for production workloads, it's what type of architecture do you then build on top of that? What type of software architecture do you build to be able to go and really attack those opportunities?
Is it more a journey and not just something that you are already doing? Because many enterprises, many organizations can think about automation and many other things today because they have legacy software, they have legacy infrastructure, so it takes a while, right?
Yeah.
So do you help them in some way to get in to the next generation data center? So what are the tools that you are
we do. I mean, so there's various programs that we run. Within my team, we have people like Josh Atwell. I know you know Josh.
Josh,
and really helping the developer community understand how they can consume storage in a much more agile, efficient way that fits in with the way that community really needs to think about infrastructure. We also run a program called Fueled by SolidFire, which has been a program that started off really in the service provider community. We have people like Stuart Oliver and Mara McMahon, maybe you've met or you will meet, who are absolute experts in how you take things like the SolidFire architecture, and if you're a service provider, how do you monetize that architecture? So next generation services, if you want, or if you're more of an enterprise looking to transform, how do you look at the capabilities of an architecture like SolidFire, and how can you use those to deliver an internal private cloud or an environment suitable for these sort of next generation services and applications?
So it sounds really interesting. Do you have some resources, links that we can find on the internet?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to netapp.com and search for SolidFire. You can go to solidfire.com, and obviously you can get an awful lot more information about SolidFire specifically from our site there. And obviously you can follow us on Twitter at SolidFire. I'm at John Rollason, and take it from there.
Okay, thank you very much, John.
Thank you.